Hey, let's talk about the law of attraction, your reality, how you create your reality, and how the universe speaks to you in order to give you signs and guidance for where you're going in life. Now, you know that you're the universe. You know that you're connected to the universe. You know that every single thing you see is a sign from the universe to you. You're also aware that the universe, your guides, angels, source, it's all within you. So when you're going to a card reader, you're not getting guidance from the card reader. The card reader becomes a mouthpiece, a translator, a vessel, a cup, an extension of the universe to speak to you in ways that will be clearer for you to comprehend than when you are looking about your daily life, attempting to comprehend something on your own. So let's say you're manifesting the love of your life, or the perfect job, or better health, or whatever. And the universe keeps telling you, to do this and this and this, and you're unable to do those things because you are too involved in the manifestation itself. So you look online for guidance. You look for meditations to calm yourself. You look outside of yourself for something. And usually when you do that, you get advice that keeps leading you outside of yourself. There's very rare channels, and I use the word channels in both regard as a channeler as well as a YouTube channel. There's very few of them who are actually divinely guided. Most of them are egoically guided. And even more of them are energy harvesters, negatively oriented reptilian beings, negatively oriented any kind of beings. I use the word reptilian for one reason, not because of an entire species, but due to the nature of the hunter and predator. Most animals hunt to survive. Some do it for pleasure. Hence why some humans hunt for pleasure while others only dispatch an animal for food and survival. So when you're getting guidance from people and they're telling you everything you ever want to hear, and they're building up your energy, and they're constantly filling you up with positive energy, be careful. When you're when you're watching a card reading that is full of nothing but negativity, be careful. When you're utilizing any form of law of attraction methods that have you jumping through 1,000 different hoops and loops and rings and efforts and different forms of bull, be careful. Every breath you take, you are already manifesting something. Every moment of your existence you're manifesting. You manifest the next blink, the next breath, the next heartbeat. You are in constant co-creation with existence. Every beat that your heart makes, where you feel it pump, it goes thump thump inside of you, right? That thump inside, there is a pause before the next one. When it pauses, the universe's heart is basically pumping, and it's a co-creation between you and the universe. It pumps blood through you, then to the universe, from the universe to you. When you blink, you're allowing the universe to slowly, inch by inch, rearrange itself to the frequency that you are aligned with. This is why it's so imperative that you get yourself situated in a vibration that is higher than seeking help. No matter what you're doing or what channel you're on, including this one, if you're looking for help for what you are already capable of doing, you are asking the universe to support you in some way that it isn't, that you think it isn't already. So therefore, the person you're going to is being asked by the universe and being used as a tool from the universe to support you. It doesn't mean that that person is completely 100% correct. And it doesn't mean that you are helpless. It means that at a certain stage you are asking for assistance. Now, if you're asking for assistance from a place of negative emotions or victim mentality or lack mentality, or help me, I don't know what to do, I'm so poor, I'm so unloved, blah, 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 blah. When you're coming at a place like from a place like that, you're going to attract someone within the same vibratory spectrum as you, who will only be able to match your frequency to be able to speak to you directly. Example being, if you're in the slums of some, fifth world country and you're asking for help from Bill Gates, you're not going to be able to talk to Bill Gates. You're going to be able to talk to somebody who's heard of Bill Gates, who's also in the slums with you. Because that universe is going to find the most appropriate match for you to be able to get you step by step out of where you are. So when you're going to these card readers online, okay, regardless of who they are, great or bad, it doesn't matter. They are a reflection of you at a different vibratory state slightly than you, to help you get to the part where you need to be for your own manifestations to occur, because you are the only one blocking your manifestation. You're the only one causing anything to be troublesome to be able to correct it in the first place. If someone cheated on you, you attracted that cheating. If someone was really cruel to you, you attracted that cruelty to you. And it's true, the worst things that happen to people, they in some way attracted them to themselves. And I know what you're thinking or whatever, where it's like, oh, what about all the people in the Holocaust and everything else? There was probably a lot of self-hatred, a lot of genocidal archonic behavior that was attracted through the entire human collective to bring about a more deeper sense of self-love, self-worth, respect, boundaries, community, communication, and for things to never, ever, ever, ever occur that way again. Now, when you are looking for card readings to establish something in love, because lately the readings I've been doing have constantly been about love. And someone on a Facebook group posted today that card readings aren't really beneficial or whatever, and I kind of agree, honestly. You should theoretically be able to lead your own life and to manifest what it is that you intend to manifest without any assistance. So if I'm reading cards for you and I'm telling you, hey, if you go this way, this way, and this way, this happens, and if you're manifesting this, well, maybe you should do this, or, this is something you've manifested from a previous life that you're finally allowing yourself to experience, yada, 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 right? You're still the one that manifested it. I'm simply looking at the situation you've created with the assistance of the universe, both our guides, so on and so forth, to be able to guide you to that manifestation easily and effortlessly. It is still your choice to go there or to not go there. Whereas when you're going to a card reader and they're telling you, oh, this person cheated, they're screwed over, they're, a narcissist, they're toxic, it's devil energy, screw them, walk away, you don't need this shit. You don't want to listen to that. Because what you're going to experience is the same exact thing in the next relationship, whether it's your mother, your father, your sister, or whatever. That's why how so many people make so much money off of the weak and the hurt. Because they tell you what you want to hear, they validate and verify your worst fears, and then they tell you, if you give me money, I can help you. It's ridiculous and it's disgusting. So when you're going to get guidance from a card reader, when you're going to get a channeled reading from someone or a channeled messages, please be in a state of self-empowerment before you do such a thing, especially with channelers. Every time I channel anything, especially when I'm doing card readings where I sense that some information is coming through me where my personality has to take a back seat because divine guidance comes through for me to you in forms of channeled messages, you rest assured that I have done my meditations, that I have done my clearing work, that I have cleared the toxins from my body as best as possible, that I leave my ego as my biggest support to the soul and the universal stream of consciousness coming through me to you. Because I have nothing to gain from misleading you or from leading you. I have nothing to gain from it. Your life is completely irrelevant to me. Do you comprehend this? I don't get paid by you. You don't pay my bills. You aren't living with me. I don't clean your dishes or do your laundry, and you don't do any of those things for me. So I have nothing to gain or lose by helping you or leading you astray. Nothing. That's why when I'm assisting you in this, it's for you, not for me. I'm spending time from my life doing these readings for you. I don't even include myself in the readings. I make it a known intent to the universe and source that I am to be excluded from the readings. My life is to be excluded from the readings and the messages coming to you, because it is for you, to help you, because in some cosmic grand multiversal level you are another me and I'm another you, but I have no idea which universe you're in, which reality you're in, when you're watching this video, what you're doing with your life. I have no idea on these things. I simply trust divinity to communicate through me to you for the best and highest outcome for everyone involved. And almost every single time it's been about love. Because love seems to do everything for everyone, from money to health to love and relationships to space travel and everything else. There's been so many card readers and these therapists online and these narcissistic abuse counselors who want nothing more than to see you suffer so they can get a paycheck by helping you deal with the suffering they caused you. When I was with the love of my life and we were together, living together, we were fine for the most part. Like, we had our issues and shit, but it wasn't anything we weren't fixing on our own. We kissed each other good night every night. We kissed each other good morning every morning. We had an amazing life together. And in some timeline, we still do. And when things started getting really messed up, I remember I was watching a few different videos online regarding parental drama, like mommy, daddy issues, and being abandoned as a child, and so on and so forth. And then I noticed that a lot of the videos I'm watching, one of them, a few of them actually mentioned narcissistic abuse. And I started watching couple of videos from a few psychiatrists and so forth, or whatever they call themselves, regarding narcissism. And within a week, my partner started exhibiting so many narcissistic, stereotypical behaviors until the final day of that week, where we were in bed in the morning and I would wake him up, or he would wake me up, depending on who woke up earlier, by cooing at each other and really cutely, like nuzzling each other's necks, and we go, oh, and then kind of nudging the body like, hey, wake up, with kisses and hugs and cuddles. And he turned around and he looked at me. He's like, don't touch me. Why are you making that noise? It's so annoying. And he got up and left. And I didn't see him the entire day. None of that had ever occurred until I spent a few days watching narcissistic abuse videos and filling my consciousness with bullshit. All bullshit that verified the worst possible fears I could have had, until the point where I was narcissistically discarded by someone who was kinder, gentler, more graceful than any angel I have ever come across. All because you create your own reality, and what you put into your subconscious manifests in your external world. So when you're going to a card reader and they're telling you your partner is cheating on you, your partner is probably the kindest, sweetest, most gentle person in the world, very deserving of love, and you are manifesting terrible things because you're bored. Someone I knew when I was in my 20s told me that I kept looking for problems, and even when there weren't any, I would make stuff up to fix them because I was afraid to be happy. And it was so true. It was absolutely true. And this society and these YouTube channels, they thrive on this shit. They thrive on you being miserable so that they can help you be less miserable for 5 minutes like a junkie. Especially a majority of these supposed law of attraction helpers, where they give you these methods and they're like, if you do this, 20 by 20 writing, and then you drink in a cup, and then you spit upside down, and you hang sideways, and you look in a mirror and communicate with, a black mirror, and you communicate with the worst side of yourself, and you make peace, and you do this and you do that, and it's just like, really? All this for what I'm already doing naturally, and all I have to do is communicate with myself honestly to sort out my problems? But I have to do all these different ridiculous methods? Why? To give you donations? If the law of attraction is so powerful, why do you need to help me to make money for yourself? Can't you just manifest the money for yourself through your own means? And then the ones that tell you card readers are bad and you shouldn't go to the card readers and blah, blah, blah. But then they utilize magic and spell work and affirmations, which is magic and spell work. And then they tell you that, tarot is bad, but the magic system, the affirmation system they use is based on the Kabbalic tree of life, which is what the tarot system is based off of. Pure hypocrisy. All because they are energy harvesters and they intend to have that energy for themselves and not for other people. Because the more energy they're getting, the more they can transmute that energy through magic, through tarot, through oracle, through crystals, through affirmations, into thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars in their own pocket for their own life. While your life gets worse and worse and worse because you have to sit there constantly doing these ridiculous methods to manifest something you could have easily manifested if you just allow yourself to feel worthy of it. Yes, you do need to do the inner work for yourself, but the inner work has nothing to do with 1,000 different methods of manifestation. It's like you're in a video game and someone's like, cast your fireball spell, and you're like, how do I do that? Oh, you just click this button and it happens. Okay, and then you go to the next person and you're like, well, how do I cast this fireball spell in this game? And they're like, you have to do up, up, down, down, left, right, pause, start, left, right, right, right. And you're like, really? And the other one, I just had to click one button. And they're like, oh, this game is more interesting because this fireball does something massively cool. But it's still the same thing. It's still the same life. It's still the same journey. So if you're manifesting love and you're looking for guidance through tarot, don't go to someone who's telling you they're cheating on you. If you're looking for law of attraction advice, don't go to someone who's telling you that the only way it'll work is a certain way. Or that, one certain way of doing something is completely incorrect and their way is the only right way. Or they're charging you thousands or whatever amount of dollars to sit and listen to them talk for eons, just for you to know that you could have done it yourself already. These things that happen, there was a channeled message from the Pleiadians like 7 years ago through Barbara Marciniak. Sorry, I was just itching my ear. I wonder if that sounded weird. There was a message channeled through Barbara Marciniak years ago. The Wake Up Call to their Family of Light, I think it was called. And through that message, she said that we will be tested. Our discernment will be tested so that we can learn how to trust our own, how to trust our own guidance. Thank you, Lily. Word of God Almighty, why? She said that our intuition and trust and guidance would be tested so that we can learn how to trust ourselves. She said that false relics would be placed, false people would come, false messages, and so on and so forth, so that we could figure out what the truth actually is. And I'm telling you, just like that sticker on that wall over there says, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. They usually seem right. If everyone in the world is telling you there's only one way to do something, it is your job to find another way. If everyone that you're going to for card readings is telling you like every negative thing that happened, click off. If you're going to a card reader and all they're doing is telling you that the best and most positive blah 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 bullshit, click off. There has to be a harmony. When you're coming to me, I'm not sugarcoating things for you. I don't dig into the negatives for you because I don't want to keep reawakening it in you. But I'm going to guide you and tell you, hey, this is what you manifested. This is what you intended. This is what I see. You know, if this is, it's not with this person, it's not with that person, so on and so forth. Because I can tell the fabric of the matrix. I can read it. I don't go around telling you everything I can do, but I can read the matrix easily. I've been here for a very long time, repeatedly, because I freaking love this world. And when I'm telling you, and the universe is telling you through me, that someone isn't for you, and then that I can see that it's a rebound character, or that this job you're going for, or that your habits need to change, or whatever, some part of you knows this too. That's how I can see it. I cannot see something that isn't already in your field. It doesn't matter if there's a million of you or if there's one of you. The field of energy you embody is specific. I can't tell who you are in person, but I can tell the energy and the light you're emitting as a collective and as individuals, especially when the readings become so intricately ingrained within, like, how do I word this? When there's a group of people and they're part of our soul group, there's a familiarity. When I encounter the same experiences over and over, when I see the same storm, when I see water, I know that there's so many things you can do with that water. When I see toxic, dirty water, there's so many ways that it can be cleaned. When I see, soapy, bubbly water, there's only so many uses that soapy, bubbly water has. And through experience, I can tell you when I see your auric field, when I see the energy you're bringing, when I see the reading in front of me, and then the guidance is coming through me, the words coming to you are to support you to clean the mess you've made and to guide you to a place where that mess won't ever occur again and you can have a more harmonious life. It doesn't mean that you're never going to have a problem again. It doesn't mean that, all your problems are fixed or anything like that. It means that you're being guided towards a direction that you intended to be on, that you were diverged from. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and tell you that these people cheated on you or whatever. If they did and it's relevant, I'll tell you. I'm always going to be honest with you. But I'm not going to tell you, hey, this person is like, there's only ever this person, because yeah, you can have multiple different loves in multiple different lives, but there are some energy signatures that are significant to each other. There's only one of someone for you. Source has individualized itself in each human being, and someone that you love and the next person that you love, it will be two completely different forms of love. So when you're coming to these readings and you're asking yourself and the universe for guidance, to the love of your life. I'm going to guide you, and the universe is going to guide you through me to that love of your life, not to the rebound that's going to be easy and, bullshit, or to the one where it's super lusty and they have this like 12-pack ab system or huge ass titties, or the one that has the most money. No, none of those things, because you intend to be with the one that is the love of your life. Which means when you're coming to me and you're clicking on that video, I can see the big picture. I can see the waves, the lines, the strands, the tapestry, the threads. And I can guide you from your point to that point, but you're the one that has to choose to go that way. And while you're on your journey, you can do this all yourself. You don't need cards. You don't need pendulums. You don't need herbs, spices, candles, candelabras. You don't need crucifixes. You don't need any of that stuff. All you need is a clear mind, a clear and open heart, and your gut intuitive instincts active. Until you have that, other people that have that are able to support you. So be very careful when people tell you to not listen to card readers at all because they want you to stay in a state of confusion. Be careful when people charge you to help you with something you can do yourself. Always make certain that they're teaching you how to do it yourself as well in some way or another. Be careful when people are telling you that the people you're involved with are doing terrible things. They have no idea. Regardless of what energy I can read for you, there is absolutely no way for me to specifically 100% guarantee that you're being cheated on. Because the energy of betrayal is within you first. And if I'm reading for your partner or your significant other, I would need their consent. If I do not have their consent and I'm reading for them, I am going against the laws of the universe. It's a crime against creation to pry against the privacy of another who has not consented to having their energy read. Be careful when I'm reading for you, when I'm asking for guidance for you. It isn't to make your life I don't know how to word this to you. It's such a convoluted topic to even talk about, but I'm so tired of all these dipshits on YouTube pretending to be helping you when all they're doing is harming you. When I'm reading your energy and there's betrayal in your energy, I will tell you that you're manifesting it for yourself. It has nothing to do with your partner. You could be with a nun, and if you're thinking that the nun is cheating on you, that nun is probably going at night and, stripping at a strip club because you manifested it. And the universe loves you so much that it would do that for you so that you can be right. This is why I tell you through these readings exactly what I see. I focus on the greatness of it. I focus on the love. Most of the time I tell you that, these cards are here because so-and-so happened in the past, and this is the repercussion of it, and this is the outcome, and this is how you move forward. I'm not focused on the negative side for you. I don't ask you for money. I don't ask you for any of that stuff. If you want to donate, give, go ahead. I'll give you a link. I barely even ask you guys to subscribe or comment or like on anything. I mean, if you intend to do so, it's your intention. I don't want to be sitting there being like my videos. Oh my God, can you like it? Oh my God. No, if you're going to like it, you're going to like it. I don't need your validation or affirmation. I have my own. Thank you very much. I learned that from the love of my life too. Whenever I would get upset, he would go to the computer and he would play this Colby Calais song, Try. And I would just stand there looking at him crying, and he would just stand there looking at me like blank faced with the loving expression in his eyes, like waiting for me to get it. Like, you don't have to try so hard. You're already beautiful. You're already loved. Simply allow. So again, do not pay attention to people telling you that people are betraying you. Because if you haven't noticed, I've already told you people betray you in these videos. I'm just not doing it in a way that breaks your heart. I tell you that you should be more trusting, you should be more honest and kind, you should allow more honest love in your life. Be kind to yourself. Practice self-worth. I teach you meditations. I guide you through things. I give you videos on advice where I'm talking for 45 freaking minutes just for you. But I'm not sitting there going, oh yeah, bitch, he cheated on you. He snatched your wig and he left. No, that's freaking immature. That's ridiculous, and nobody talks like that in real life. And if they do, run. The way to enlightenment of your own soul and heart isn't through the insulting of others or through the insulting of yourself. Do you see that through this video? The way to reach a state of happiness and love within yourself, to have it reflected outside of you, is to accept, allow, and to flow. If negative things happened, learn and move forward. If you're with someone who you've had problems with in the past, make peace, move forward with or without them. If you choose to move on without someone who hurt you, the problems will repeat in the next relationship, so that you can learn how to not abandon and move forward, but to move forward together with the concept of no one gets left behind, because that is what Source does. No one gets left behind with Source. And if you're constantly leaving relationships and moving forward to the next one, you are not being Source. You are being the opposite of Source. You are being empty. So when they're telling you, oh, just leave that bitch, it's fine. No, you go back to that bitch and you apologize for calling her or him a bitch, and you make up, you go and have coffee, you communicate your problems, you deal with it like an adult, you bring wisdom and grace into it, and then you decide what to do. Oh my God. I swear to God, if I was the mother to so many of you, you would all be on a timeout until everybody hugged it out and had breakfast, lunch, and dinner together, and we all spent the day at the park. And then you get to go home. Because you ain't bringing that shit into my house. My house is a sanctuary. It is a place of peace and unconditional love, not a place of betrayal and hearsay and slandering mouths and bullshit. No. And the law of attraction is far easier than people make it out to be. Really, you want me to show you how easy it is? Okay. Breathe in real deep into your stomach and your belly until your chest pops up. And breathe out through your mouth, real slow and gentle. Do it. Now imagine your mind as like what you're seeing or thinking in the mind as a chalkboard, and every thought is coming into your mind. Erase it with a chalk, like a eraser. Now take the piece of chalk and in your mind draw a single white candle. Now draw a little wick on the candle and then a little beautiful flame. The most beautiful white, orangish blue flame you can imagine. Okay? Hold this image of this candle in the still emptiness of your mind. Now whisper to the candle, I love you unconditionally. Thank you for brightening the darkness, and thank you, light, for being in harmony with all. Hold this image of this candle in your mind and bring it closer to your heart until it is evaporated, engulfed, and melted into your glowing white light heart center. Bring that candle inside you. It will never go out, and you will always have the light of your own love within you. And I guarantee you, within the next 3 hours or so, you will see an image of a candle somewhere. That's how easy it is. Imagine an apple. Picture an apple. Spin it 360 degrees. Doesn't have to be perfect, just spin it. And keep imagining that apple. You can imagine yourself eating it or whatever, just imagine an apple. 16 seconds. Okay, let it go. You're going to see a candle and an apple within the next 3 to 6 hours. Imagine a white dove. Flying, floating, whatever, just a white dove. Keep imagining it. Got 8 more seconds left. Flap, flap, beautiful dove. Now let it go. Congratulations, you've manifested a candle, an apple, and a dove. It's that easy. I love you unconditionally. Please take care of what you're putting in your mind and what you're allowing other people to tell you is happening in your life.